Hello everyone, Debbie here. Welcome back to Barossa Valley Crafts. Today we're going to make these bottle holders. I went to a craft show not long ago and I saw so many different ideas for paper crafting, not just making cards. And because this is crafting, I thought we'll give this a go. Now, since I have seen a few on YouTube, but yeah, I don't know, they're not very good. A lot of them don't give really good measurements. And I just thought I'd give this a go on here and see how it goes. So here we go. So I've done two different ones. So you can have them so the fan part faces either way. I will show you how to do that. But this is them from the top. And then they fit a bottle of wine. So if you want it, whoops. So if you wanted to do it as a gift, you could pop a bottle of wine in it. So just I thought, nice way to present a bottle of wine. And being in the Barossa Valley, we have a lot of wine here. So anyway, I will show you how this was made. So obviously you can decorate to suit whatever occasion you like. The one I'm doing today, I'm using Craft Consortium papers. I got this one online from Image Plus Scrapbook Superstore. So I'll add the link in the description below if you'd like to see what else they have in stock. And let me show you how this was made. So to start off with, you need a piece of cardstock that is 11.5 inches by 9.5 inches, or 29.2 centimetres by 24 centimetres. So what we're going to then do is from the bottom right hand corner, mark at 3 inches. So just put a little mark at 3 inches. And now if you want to, you can rule a line from there up to the top left corner and use scissors to cut it, or a blade and a ruler. I'm going to use my cutting board only because I've got a bit of a shaky hand and I don't want to go offline when I'm cutting. So I'm just going to line up from that mark to the top corner and cut. So you'll need to do this 2 times. Okay, so you'll have 2 pieces that are just like this. So we're going to pop one piece aside, and then on the other piece, we're going to mark it at 1/2 inch all the way along. So every, where have I put my scoring tool? Here we go. So at every 1/2 inch, do a score line. Now, if you're working in centimetres, it's 1.2 centimetres. So do that all the way along. And then the top part, put a score line at the 1.5 inch mark down to the 2.5 inch score line. Okay, so that's, let me get my little ruler. So in centimetres, you're going to put a score line at 3.7, so halfway along here. And just give that a little fold both ways. And we'll pop that out of the way. And then we're going to concertina this, just folding it back and forth. I'll just do that all the way along. Okay, while I'm doing this, I'll let you know that I have a couple of Facebook groups. One's called Cardmaking for Beginners and Beyond. The other one's called Barossa Valley Crafts. I'll add the links in the description below, and if you'd like to join, you're more than welcome to come and share your crafty creations with like-minded people and share hints, tips and ideas to help other people. So there are some questions to answer to join. But it's a lot of fun. Lots of people in the group, in the Card Making for Beginners and Beyond is a big group, so you get lots of ideas from other people. Lots of inspiration. And we're not limited to brands. Any branded product is fine. Okay, so now we'll just finish that. All right, give it a good press. Now on this first line here, on the shorter edge, I'm just going to add some double-sided adhesive. So I'm just going to pop some of this on here, so it's ready for when we go to close it up. You can use glue, but sometimes glue you've got to wait until it sets. All right, so that's just on the bottom half of that last little edge. Then using a quick grab glue, just after your halfway mark there, just put a line of glue or some dots of glue on that one line all the way along, and then flip it over and do it again on the other side. And then push it all together like so. And then what I've got, I've just, where have I popped it? Oh, don't you hate that? I was all ready and now it's gone. That's all right. Oh, it's fallen on the floor. Hang on. Okay, so I've got a bit of curling ribbon here. And I'm just going to tie a knot where that little line is to help hold it all together. There we go. So that's going to hold it all together. So it's fairly tight. I think I probably could have cut a longer piece. Never mind. Anyway, right, so that's that. So now we're going to pop that aside and we'll start on the next part. Now this is the fiddly part. So depending which way you want it to go, if you want left or right, will depend on how you roll it. But let me show you. To start off with, if you get your bone folder or actually even a bottle of wine, something round, and give it a roll so we can give it a bit of shape. I think this might work better. So we'll just try and curl the card a bit. There we go, just give it a bit of a curly shape. And then using a 3-inch cutting die, I've cut out 4 pieces of card and attached them together to make the base. So if you don't have a die machine, just cut out circle, even if you measure the bottom of the wine bottle, and just cut out 4 pieces and attach them together. Now, if you want your fan to be on the right-hand side, you will start curling from the right. If you want your fan to be on the left-hand side, we're going to flip it and curl from the left. So starting on your small edge, left fan, start on your left, right fan, start on your right. So I'm going to do mine to the left. Now this is probably the most fiddly bit. So I'm using a Couture Creations quick dry adhesive, and I'm just going to run a strip of glue along the bottom of my piece of card, And then we're going to curl the card around that base that you've made. Now you can use hot glue if you prefer, but just take your time and curl that up around at the base. Just spread my glue down a little bit. At the base of your bit of cardstock. Okay. So I'm going to, whoops, that was clever, wasn't it? Let's start again. Let's try again. Okay, so I'm going to pop some glue just on this part. And there we go. And I'll just pop a little bit more glue down here. Straighten it up so it's sitting flat. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bottle of wine in there. Oh, that was clever, wasn't it? It all came apart. Only because I'm doing it on film. The last one I did was straight away, no problems. That's all right. We'll just do it again. Okay. Now, I'll try again. I'm going to pop the bottle of wine in here. So I can now use that to press that into place. Okay. Right. Now we'll move that out. Now we'll just give that a sec to dry. Now if you've got some pegs, you can always peg it together until it dries. Alright, I think that's got it. Just make sure it's dry. Okay, so now, I did have some pegs here somewhere. I must have put them away when I was cleaning up. Oh, here's one. I'm just going to pop that on there for now to hold that. And while that's setting, we'll go back to the other piece that we've done. And I'm going to run some tape along the long edge to stick it together. Again, you can use glue here if you prefer, but sometimes I just prefer that instant stick instead of waiting for it to dry. I'll do a second strip. Just put that on there. All the way up. Trim that off. Okay. Get that stuck down. Okay, so now I'm going to pop my bottle of wine. I'll just get the glue off the bottom. Back into here. So I've got something that I can put a bit of pressure on. Okay, so now we're going to line up the fan over here. So we're going to remove the double-sided tape, or the backing to the tape anyway. There we go. And put that on here. So it should line up with that perfectly, hopefully. And push that into place. Just use my tool to give it a bit of pressure. There we go. So that's now stuck on. So now we can decorate it. So if you're using this sort of paper, you could nearly leave it like that, but I'm going to decorate it. So what I've done, actually I'll leave my bottle of wine in there so that I can use it to press on. So I've just die cut a happy birthday. So I'm going to pop that on there with some balloons. So when I cut them out, I put it on double-sided adhesive so that it can become a sticker. It's a little bit easier than gluing sometimes. Just got to get the backing tape off now. And another little bit there. Okay, I'll just put that one about there. So the beauty of these, you can decorate them however you like, for whatever occasion you like. Maybe if you're giving a bottle of wine as a Christmas gift, this might be a nice way instead of the usual wrapping, something a little bit different. Yeah. There is another product on the market and it's called Sticky Specks, and it's like lots and lots and lots of tiny, tiny little dots. And when you die cut things, you can press it onto the sticky specks and then it acts like a double-sided adhesive to stick onto your project, which is really great. Okay, so we'll just pop this onto here. And then I've just got a little flower and I'm going to just attach that flower on here. So I'll just pop some of my glue on there. Put a bit up there as well. And push that flower into place. And there it is, all done. So if I hold it that way, you can, oh, that's going to take a little while to dry because I probably put more glue on there than I really needed to. But anyway, so that's it, all finished. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. If you have, please do give me the thumbs up. And please do subscribe if you'd like to see more of my tutorials. Actually, one other thing you can do is, I'm just going to pop, actually I'll use this, I'm going to pop a hole up here in the top. And I'm going to attach, let's see, I've got some curling ribbon here. I'll use some red. And you could, like, if you wanted to, you could do your to and from on here and add it to your bottle. So I'll just do that. Pop this through here. Just tie a little knot at the top. Good old guides here, my good old wreath knot, left over, right and under, and then right over, left and under. I'm making a hash of this one, aren't I? I should have cut it a bit longer, it might have been easier to work with. Never mind. We'll get there. Here we go. So here's your label to do your to and from. So anyway, look, I hope you've enjoyed those. Bit of fun to make, different way to add a gift packaging. And yeah, thank you for joining me, and hopefully we'll see you all again soon. Bye.